redo the exact same thing again for the next couple of kids?
Yep.
Same speakers, same teachers,
Yep.
everything? Cool. Okay, then I only really need to shoot one. Thank you.
Well, it's different.
Well, yeah, but I'm only supposed to be doing handshake, so I'm not supposed to do the handshaking. So if I'm not doing handshaking, I can't get any. If I don't get everyone, get no one. If the 3 people I don't get, they'll be like, oh, why didn't you get mine? Okay, thank you.
Good morning. The graduating class of 2021 will soon be entering the gymnasium. We'd like to emphasize the graduation ceremony at Eisenhower High School is a traditional, formal, dignified ceremony. It is one of the most important moments in the lives of our graduates, their families, and friends. We ask your cooperation in preserving the importance of this event. To assure that today's ceremony is cheerful, disruption-free occasion for all present, we respectfully request that all cell phones and other electronic devices be turned off at this time, please. Please keep your mask on the entire time you're in the building. Now that you are seated, remain in your space designated by the red tape to ensure social distancing is maintained. The program will last approximately 30 minutes. We will end following the student session. We ask that you remain in the bleachers until all the graduates have left the gymnasium, at which time you can exit the gym and meet your graduates in the parking lot. Thank you for your cooperation.
La clase graduada del 2021 pronto entrará en un gimnasio. Me gustaría enfatizar que la ceremonia de graduación en Eisenhower High School es una ceremonia tradicional
Welcome to Dwight Eisenhower's annual commencement exercise. My name is Dr. Melinda Bajak, and I'm one of the associate principals here at Eisenhower High School. I'd like to introduce the following guests who are in attendance. Principal, Dr. Eric Rosino, Associate Principal, Dr. Justin Clark, Assistant Principal, Mrs. Colleen Kelly, Dean of Students, Mr. Pete Kerner, Dean of Students, Mrs. Juanita Lorenz, Dean of Students, Mr. Tim Butler, and 218 School Board Member, Ms. Candace Contello, and our amazing faculty and staff. Please rise and direct your attention to the screens for the singing of the national anthem featuring soloist and graduate Stephen Allen. Please be seated. We would like to recognize the top 10 seniors in the class of 2021. Graduates, if present, when I call your name, please rise and remain standing. Naomi Jones, Valeria Regana, Aileen Ornelas, Ariana Telez, Damian Verduzco, Araceli Cervantes, Michelle Rodriguez, Deontay Sutton, Ashley Gonzalez, and Agustin Velasquez. Congratulations to Eisenhower High School Class of 2021 Academic Top 10 graduates. The next recognition that will be presented is the Distinguished Alumni Award. This award is presented to those alumni who have made significant contributions to their community and Eisenhower High School. This individual also possesses the positive characteristics that can be modeled by the current student body. Dean of Students, Mr. Pete Kernan, will induct this year's distinguished alumnus.
Typically, if a village in Afghanistan needs protection from the Taliban, or a South American drug and human trafficking situation needs to be controlled, we as a nation look towards our most physically strong and our most distinguished academics to control those atrocities. Unfortunately, this particular mindset fails to include an individual's most important asset, the belief in themselves. As our distinguished alumni, Special Operator First Class Oscar Sanchez has shown, one's own will to accomplish greatness even in the most difficult of situations. Oscar graduated from Eisenhower High School in 2008. While a student here in Blue Island, he distinguished himself for his enthusiasm and commitment to learning skills he could use in his future. Similarly, Mr. Sanchez found success competing athletically in multiple sports, but his achievements spoke more importantly to his character. He was categorized with labels such as the most improved player, the team sportsmanship award winner, and the team captain. As Oscar showed, the traits necessary to be labeled as a leader and as a strong teammate had a profound impact on his future. After high school, Special Operator First Class Sanchez was determined to find a better route for himself, one which separated himself from the gangs and drugs which infiltrated his environment as a youth. He chose a path of service to our country, where he enlisted in the Navy soon after high school graduation. However, being enrolled in our military was still not enough. Oscar began his journey of becoming a Navy SEAL, which is the Navy's primary special operation program. In order to become an official Navy SEAL, the candidates must endure a rigorous training where typically 90% of the contenders quit. When this training process was completed, Oscar Sanchez was one of our only 14 individuals who achieved the distinction, Navy SEAL, from a class of over 250 individuals. Once he achieved this distinction, he went on to serve volatile and difficult situations in both Afghanistan and South America. After his deployments, Oscar continued using his leadership skills and his Spanish-speaking ability as a pre-deployment instructor for the Navy SEALs. In this instructor role, he was tasked with preparing future candidates for the necessary physical and mental toughness needed to be successful in this highly specialized field. All the while, his military career was full of outstanding awards and recognitions, including the Retention of Excellence Award, the National Defense Service Medal, and the Global War on Terror Expeditionary Medal, simply to name a few. Outside of his clearly exemplary military career, Oscar still found time to be actively involved in improving his community. His work with Chicago Run, an organization designed to fight childhood obesity, and Team World Vision, which is a group that focuses on finding safe drinking water for children all over the world, where he raised awareness and funds for these deserving charities. Special Operator First Class Oscar Sanchez is truly an individual who embraced and lived the ideals, characteristics, and qualities of which Eisenhower High School hopes to instill within each of our students. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure and honor to present the 2021 Dwight D. Eisenhower Distinguished Alumni Award to Special Operator First Class, Oscar Sanchez.
We're getting ready to go out into the unknown. This next journey will consist of high stress, new endeavors, and probably some tears. Whether you're going off to college, the military, trade school, or a job, you will all inevitably fail at times. Many, many times. The failure isn't the end of the world, it's far from it. Failure is a lesson. Failure is experience. Failure that becomes your wisdom. So I say to you, fail early, fail often, fail forward. I failed often. I failed 2-mile ocean swims. I failed 4-mile time runs. I failed shooting drills. I even failed to get that beautiful girl's number once. I failed early. I always volunteered to go first. I would get the feeling of failure and realize I didn't kill me. Also knowing the anticipation of the evolution is actually what scares you more. I failed often. I would do it over and over and over again, even if I kept messing up and failing. Every time trying different things until I achieved the result that I wanted, which leads me to failing forward. Every time I failed, I got up and I re-attacked the evolution. Every time I failed, I learned why I failed. I learned what to change to not fail again. I learned to perform better next time. And every time coming back with the same enthusiasm, excitement, and pride. So I implore you all to be the same. Next time someone tells you you're going to fail, look them in the eyes, speak boldly and say, you're right, but I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to take action. I'm not afraid to fail 10, 20, or 100 times. I'm not afraid to risk it each and every time. So class of 2021, Go out and fail. Fail early, fail forward. See, fail right there. Fail early, fail often, fail forward. With the same enthusiasm, excitement, and pride. Because if a little short Mexican kid from the south side of Chicago can succeed in his dream of becoming a Navy SEAL, so can all of you. Thank you.
Our student speaker has distinguished herself academically by being in the top 10 since her freshman year. She's been an active member of the speech team, president of the National Honor Society, and has also participated in athletics as a softball player. In addition, she played at the state level for band, as well as earned all-conference recognition. It's my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Ariana Tellez. Please direct your attention to the screens at this time.
I'd like to thank the Eisenhower administration and staff for making this graduation possible. I would like to give a very special thank you to our educators who have managed to navigate us through the challenges of virtual learning, guiding us this celebration. I would also like to give a very special appreciation to my mom and dad, who fought their hardest to give me the life that they never had. Words cannot explain how grateful I am to have parents who believed in me in those times when I didn't. And to the class of 2021, we made it. We've waited 4 years for this very moment, and although this may not be the graduation we expected, it is a time to congratulate ourselves and bless. Several of us have spent our entire senior year at school, while some of us have had the opportunity to come into school and learn at a hybrid platform. Many of us have had to take on extra responsibilities at home, as well as miss out on some of our most treasured activities. Many of the traditional activities and rites of passage that we seniors were hoping for were stripped away. High school is a challenge as is, and to be put in the middle of a global pandemic does not make the journey any easier. Regardless of the path we took, we all managed to persevere and earn this recognition today. It's easy to look back on these past few years and be filled with feelings of regret on things that could have been or things that could have been different. But the truth of the matter is that this chapter of our life has already been written. It is now our responsibility to write the new chapters to come. We simply can't allow the hurdles of this past year to stop us from moving forward and achieving our goals. The more time we spend thinking of the past, the more we are missing out on the present moment. As a class of 2021, we have seen how valuable our time is. Things can change in an instant. Change is going to happen regardless of where we are in our life's journey. But it is our job to focus a little less on what has already happened and concentrate more on what we can control. While it is easy to want to erase this past year from our memory, the pandemic was just a curveball thrown to teach us a few things about ourselves. These months of challenge are an essential component to our narrative. Our lives are like a puzzle. No one piece is more important than another. Each piece works together to create a bigger picture. In the same way, no one episode of our lives is more important than another. Each experience builds on one another to create the story that is us. We are now a part of history. It is our goal to share our stories with future generations to come. We are ultimately the voice of the future. So let's take this unique opportunity to sculpt society into a kinder, better place. So, to my class of 2021, I encourage you to live a little more in the moment. Let's work on creating a better version of ourselves each and every day. No setback can determine our future potential. I congratulate you all on your resilience this past year. Remember to celebrate yourselves today. Social distance and safety, of course. I wish you the best of luck on your new journey.
Class of 2021, what a year it's been. On March 13, 2020, we shut down and you finished the junior year on Zoom. Many of you, I'm sure, thought things would get better after a few weeks. Things would return back to normal and you would finish the junior year in school. As time went on, many of you became hopeful that you would start senior year in person. Then you hoped that school would start in time for the football season, maybe basketball, maybe speech. Were we ever wrong? In addition to a global pandemic, you witnessed one of the greatest events in American history. You may have marched for justice. You may have voted or encouraged your community to vote. You may have found your voice to tell the world that Black lives also matter and that change was needed because enough is enough. You have lived through a really challenging year and have arrived here at this great chapter in your life. Class of 2021. What a year it's been. While this year has been difficult, I am renewed with hope and feel great about the future of our country, our community, and our great school, Eisenhower High School. The stories I've heard from the class of 2021 make me believe that the best is yet to come. Sitting next to you are classmates who took on full-time jobs to support their family, yet they managed to balance school and work to make it to this stage tonight. You have classmates who wanted to return in person, but chose to continue working remotely. They knew that someone had to look over their siblings or cousins. They did this so their parents could go to work, so their parents could pay the bills, put food on the table. You have classmates who have lost loved ones. There is no denying the impact that this virus has had on our communities. This did not stop you from getting here. You have all missed memories that you otherwise would have made during senior year. I can't imagine what that feels like. You have each experienced a different pandemic, but displayed great resiliency. Seniors, I admire that you look for opportunities, even when all hope seems lost. Graduating next to you are classmates who will move on to the trades and become the backbone of our country. Some will join the military and commit to protecting our values and freedoms. Others will pursue degrees in engineering, education, business, nursing, and various other majors. I know one of your classmates is looking to pursue a degree in law. You may even see him running for office one day. He believes that he can make this world a better place. You have overcome many obstacles, and no matter how you arrive here today, you belong. Class of 2021, I am inspired by your fight and love for life. I look forward to your success and accomplishments. While more challenges lie ahead, I am confident that you are prepared to meet any obstacle that is placed in your way. I know you will continue to fight for justice, even when the odds seem stacked against you. I leave you with the following quote. I truly believe it captures the spirit of this graduating class. Chicago Bulls legend Michael Jordan once said, "If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or walk around it." Congratulations, class of 2021, and never give up.
At this time, I would like to ask Mrs. Juanita Lorenz to come forward and call the roll of the Dwight D. Eisenhower graduating class of 2021. I would also ask that Ms. Candace Cantello and Dr. Eric Briseño please come forward for the presentation of diplomas.
Rebecca Ruth Cavazos. Isabel Castañeda. Wilmer Julian Castañeda. Joseph M. Castañeda. Jacqueline Belgrano. Celeste Chavez. Caleb Jaden Brantley. Cecilia Renee Castaneda. Stephanie Aguilar. Ángel Antonio Astorga. Diamante Allen. Bobby Lee Armstead. Katia Nicole Castañeda. Devin Lawrence Branston. Dylan Troy Britt. Juan Manuel Arriaga. Rafael Antolín. Joel Catalán. Osvaldo Arroyo. Ashley Giselle Astorga. Bianca Barrera. Ramón Sebastián Alatorre. Vincent Alatorre. Ronald Barrera. Tijan Thomas Berry. Carlos José Alvarez. Tyree Isaiah Brown. Brianna Bailey. Jada Bogan. Viviana Castillo. Miguel Ángel Barrera. Eliana Guadalupe Carrera. Aiden Xavier Bowler. Tiffany Rachel Bryant. Irving Bustos. Adrian Alexander Banderas. Daisy Chavez. Stephanie Fernanda Chihuahua Sandoval. Beyonce Francine Pacena. Sinai Cabrera. Araceli Cervantes. Evaristo Cacarino. Jereid J. Carrera. Erica Lynn Chester. Agape Sedeno. Julia Rose Blanton. Joshua Chambers. Giovanna Barrera Becerra. Ethan Allen. Ignacio Benitez. Tyra Renee Bartholomew. Tamara Aparicio. Jamie J. Brothers. Kelly Evanes. Gael Arturo Arriaga. Yadira Chavez. Cassandra Catherine Alvarado. Anne Ariano. Ryan Anthony Caleo. Anaya Joy Bonds.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Eisenhower High School class of 2021. Your graduate